Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing and another, oh shit, let's get entered. Almost didn't get entered. Welcome to another week of, not another week of daily races, but another night of daily races, because this week is so awesome. We might have a look as well, by the way, at Daily Race B, because I totally forgot to even entertain it on the Monday night stream. So we might have a little look at that. In where was it? Suzuka Group 4? Interlagos Group 4? I can't remember now. But we might have a look at that. But this for us at the moment, Group 3 at Catalunya, Daily Race C, is the one that we are looking at. And we're going to, tonight, try, keyword try, and find us some alternative cars. We're going to try and find us some quick cars that is not the Porsche and the bloody whatever the other one was, the BRZ I think it was, wasn't it? Something like that. Whatever the quick cars are and the go-to ones, we're trying to dispel that and have ourselves a good night in some less popular cars. But anyways, BRZ, that was the one. Look at that. 138.7 up top as well. We are all the way at the back. P13. So what tyres are we going to start on? Well, we might as well start on the hard tyres. Yeah, we'll start on the hard tyres. See how we can get on. So, hope everyone is doing well. And get your suggestions in. What cars do we think we should have a little look at? There's a few on my mind that I want to check out and try. Kick things off in the Porsche. As much as I say we don't want to be in this, we'll kick off with something that I'm familiar with, and then we'll have a little look. There's a few people running the 4C there. That was one of the cars that was on my list. The NSX is up there, but I don't know how good I am in the NSX. I'm not very good overall, am I? So I'm probably not going to be very good in the NSX. And there was a couple of others as well. I'm curious to try the FT1. Sort of, for some reason, I'm curious to try the FT1. And maybe even the Mercedes SLS as well, perhaps. But anyways, get your suggestions in if there's any that you think we should try. And we will certainly do so. Oh, that is the first sip of cherry Pepsi that I've had today. And normally, I go through the stuff, well, quite a bit. It took me all day to have a drink, and it was worth the wait. Right, here we go then. On the hard tyres, in the Porsche, in a fair bit of traffic, or a fair bit of, fair few cars up in front of us here. Let's see how we manage to get on. Oh, we got traction control on there. Why is that? What's that doing on? Get that off. Get that off. Thank you. Woohoo! Oh, Jesus. Sliding all over the shop on that one. I get the impression here that the race leaders maybe's not had the best of starts, or is under a fair bit of pressure from someone just as quick right behind him, because he's losing a fair chunk of time there. A lot less than he would, or a lot more than he would want to, sorry. Just get stopped. Almost running wide there, and we do indeed run a bit too wide. Get ourselves a penalty, rightfully so. That's what I get for jumping straight into this without practice. practice that jumps over from Monday, but no actual warm-up as such. Get myself familiar with the car, could have done with that. Race leader now, we can see starting to break away. AC/DC on the front of this guy's car. Slippery racer, love that. Although I hate AC/DC. Not many bands in the world that I hate more. Truth be told, but at least he's into his metal and we spin him. I am so sorry, buddy. My bad. He's put his hazards on there. Maybe he thinks he's not. Maybe he thinks it wasn't my fault. I do think that it was, though. Oh, he says all him. Don't know if you could see it underneath my webcam there, but in chat he said that it was all him. Well, we didn't need to stop, but we did anyways. Never mind. This was a pretty tightly packed lobby as well. I don't think we're really going to catch up. It's packed with a lot of decent drivers in this. I don't know if it was all him or not. I did feel like I had a part to play. Maybe he's just a little bit too close, trying to push a bit too hard, and I did feel like I made contact with him before he spun, but maybe he felt like he was already on his way around. I don't quite know. Maybe he's at that point there, just a bit too much on the power for him. Perhaps. We've all done it. We've all done it. Oh, jeez. Should we just see if we can do the whole race on the hard tyres? Just have a laugh. Purposely serve the penalty. Just see if we can win the race. With a no stop. Right, into the pits we go. Onto the mediums. What a nightmare of a race. Not a good way to start the streamer. Yeah, slippery racer in front of us. Oh, he lets us past again. Mate, there's no need for that. Don't worry about it. There is no need for that. I'm still convinced it was my fault. I'm still convinced it was my fault. His undercut worked though, clearly. Came out a second in front. Evening, Stu. How we doing? We've started with the Porsche, Stu, but we're going to move into some other cars. If you have any other suggestions, do get them in. Could we end up back where we started here, do we think? We started 13th. Considering the 20-second or so loss that we then had. It would be a bit mental if we managed to get back to P30 in here. Look at that though, Aura up top. 39.6 for fastest lap in the race. I'd be lucky if I managed to get that in qualifying. Can't remember what my quali time is. Certainly not that, I don't think. Oh, he's run wide. That's going to be a penalty as well. I would have thought. Don't think it gets a penalty. He stops. Hey up everyone, Bob, how we doing? Good evening. Same for you, mate. Any suggestions on good cars or cars that are worth a look? Get them in chat for the next race. That one's not a penalty for me. Ah, knew it, knew it, knew it, knew it. Almost running a little bit too wide there. Audi R8, oh my god. Could be a good shout. That's asking for trouble though, I think. I know on previous balances of power, the Audi has been the one by far around here. But I don't know if that differs just because the chicane isn't in, or if that differs because of the new balance of power. Every race goes as badly as this, Steve. This is the problem. Actually, that's not true. Last week was some really, really good races. Maybe you are the curse. This one went wrong long before you joined, I think. Ah, I don't want to let me past. Did he keep the place? Did he keep the place? He did. There we go. He keeps the place. Just. I didn't want him giving me the place back because he'd already done that earlier on in the race. Did I try the Lambo? Yeah, I did try the Lambo. I think. Don't think I was a fan. I think. Can't quite remember. Where's he at? There he is. Everyone's apologising in that lobby. Everyone was friendly in that one. That makes a change, doesn't it? That makes a big change. Right, someone said the Corvette. I think in Rory's stream today, someone said the Corvette. Oh, yeah, I did. I did try the Lambo, and I won in the Lambo. Correct. Correct. Yes. Was there a reason that I can't remember now. Why would I be saying no to the Lambo then? Was it just that it wasn't actually that comfortable, but we somehow managed the race win? Well, we tried the Lambo anyway, so yeah, we tried the Lambo, right. So I was trying to think of what other cars. I'm not a fan of the VGD cars, but I thought, should we try and have a little look at some of the Vision cars? Wondered whether or not that was worth a look. Who was it that said the Evo? It was Bob, wasn't it? It said the R8 Evo. Yeah, there we go. Right, Bob's first suggestion is the R8, so let's try the R8. Yeah, bad memory, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Literally can't believe it. Oh no, Steve. Well, I caught a little bit of it, Steve. But then I had a couple of client phone calls, but I did see it go live, and I did comment on the Instagram stream. But I didn't see his phone fall over. Oh, that's a nightmare. Was it a good interview though? Was it? I did only catch the introduction, more or less, just as you brought him on. I had one of the clients phone me up. Beetle was the lame one. Interesting, right? I genuinely can't quite remember. Oh, that's come on, you can do better than that. I do like the R8. Turns a little bit better than the Porsche as well, which helps. For anyone that's interested in F1 as well, I heard that Max is going to take another engine penalty this weekend and start from the back of the grid just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. That Spa race was ridiculous. It was good, but it was ridiculous. And I don't know what was going on with Perez. 11 seconds in front of him, or 16 seconds, whatever it was, in front of him. It was a little bit crazy, but I'm looking forward to Zandvoort. A client did ask me very last minute today. They phoned up and said, "Oh, are you available for filming tomorrow?" And I was like, as long as it falls between the gap of 12 and 2:30, then yes, I can do the filming. I'm like, "Oh, have you already got some stuff on, have you?" I was like, "No, but Formula 1 free practice is on. I don't miss it on Fridays." So, right, 41.8. We can definitely take off, I would say, at least 5-6 tenths from that. Last to first challenge, yeah, exactly. Well, he certainly managed it no problem, didn't he? To be honest with you, it was one of the slightly more boring races, I thought. For Spa, I was hoping for a little bit more. I think the excitement, the so-called excitement of Max and Charles starting from the back was actually pretty short-lived. Max was up to P1 by like lap 10 or 11. There is an apex somewhere there. Oh Christ, I said 5 or 6 tenths. Is this how slow I actually was on this lap? I'm already making up 8 tenths there. Should have been down into second, clearly. Bit of time lost there. Does slow down quite quick, this Audi as well, which is good. I feel that it is slightly easy to not unsettle, but that oversteer does kick in at some point quite easily. It's actually on those high-speed corners. Again, the lift-off oversteer is a bit of a killer. All right then, that wasn't all too bad. We can probably find 3 tenths there, I think. In that one, we might be able to get down and match our previous record. Not like this, we won't know. There's no short shifting worth doing in this Audi. That's the part of the problem there. Get bogged down on... there we go, literally right there. You get bogged down on some corners. So you do have to be in the lower gears, but it's a bit of a risk. Feels like a nice enough car to drive, but a bit tricky. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was barely anything on the throttle there. I think the best way to do that is just drift around that corner, so it seems. Right, let's go one more lap. Start again, one more lap. F1 talk, always worth a few tenths. Exactly. It's no longer superstition, it is fact. Proven fact. Ah! Had to keep my foot in it though, as always. Got to, haven't you? Got to. It's going to be very difficult actually, especially on the hard tyre. It's actually going to be quite tricky, the R8. I'm not so sure now. Well, we start P3 in this one. P2. Someone's gone. Captain Slow, P7. The Atenza on pole position. Over a second quicker than me. 9/10 quicker than P2. We have confidence in your skills. I don't think there's many skills with me, that's for sure. Oh, how are we doing? Best strat for the Porsche. 5 or 6 laps on the mediums. Yeah, 5 or 6 laps on the mediums. To be honest, you might get... You're quite good on tyres, Ark. You might get 7. Might get 7 laps. Maybe aim for 6 laps. Go one more if you can do. Right. Let's see how good this Audi is. Let's see how good the Audi is. We're starting on the mediums. Only because I forgot to even think about strategy there, to be honest with you. So we're starting with whatever tyres we were given. Thankfully it's the mediums. The Atenza's an interesting shout though. Be interested to see how well he does. Taking that sector very, or that corner very cautiously in the R8. I don't actually know, to be honest, if the R8's any good on its tyres. Obviously we're about to find out, but I don't know how many laps we want to try and aim for. Not many if we keep sliding about like that. I think surely between the 3 of these cars though, I should have the top end. Oh, there was the snap. Oh, is this going to be a penalty for Sandro? Oh, what happened there? Whoa, 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 what happened there? What happened there? That reacted as if that was contact from me, that. His car reacted there. Did he go onto the... He wasn't even on the grass. What happened there? I'm trying to watch it back on my phone. See if I can see it on the stream. That was bizarre, that. I didn't feel like I had any contact there. But yet his car reacted as if he'd just been punted off the road. As I looked for the... I was looking at the connections there. I was on... At the time my eyes glanced up, I was on green. And Sandro on red. And he still is. I wonder if that's a slight connection issue. Maybe. Seems like the only thing that can explain it to me, because on my screen, on my and through the wheel and everything else, I did not feel any contact with him there. I can only presume that that is an internet glitch there, lag, or a spike in connection. That was bizarre. Bizarre to see, at least, anyways. A car just fly off like that for no apparent reason. Are we going to be in the slipstream here? Yes, but only enough to gain a tenth down the straight, but he's much quicker through the corners than I can be in this Audi. Medium tyres still feel okay at the moment. Oh dear. Chasing him down for P1 as best we can here. I think overall he's probably going to have the pace in that car. We're a little bit closer. Catch those comments in a second, but I think I can see you were saying it does look like I hit him off, which I can well agree it probably did. Certainly how his car reacted, but to like through me and my the wheel, I don't even think my car slowed down as if it had any impact. It didn't feel like it did at all. Do we dare go one more lap? Is he going to go one more lap? Yes, he is. So we'll try and do the same. Hopefully it pays off. But did he move across last second? I don't know, actually. Good question. We'll definitely watch the replay because I'm intrigued to find out myself. More than anything else. Oh, God, close. This is as close as we can be to P1 without having P1. Oh, is he almost? Oh God, he almost went, but I almost put it on the gravel. Whew, that was hard work. Looked like I would have him easy with Audi's brakes. The Audi is good on under braking, I will say that for sure, yeah. He goes up into P1 though. The guy who went off. Look how close we are, come on. Almost went into the back of him there. Put trust that the Audi will turn and grip. Thankfully it does, but it doesn't there. Not under braking. Oh come on, we're losing him. We had him so close. Let's keep him there. Get him back there and keep him there. Seems to be struggling a little bit with that Atenza. His qualifying time was a second ahead of mine. Oh, look at that. He's running away with it now. It all went wrong for me out of the pits. I couldn't see the end of the pit line being so close to him. And I didn't know when to brake. Right, he's within 2.5 now. That's a big gap he's made in one lap. need to put a little bit more trust in this Audi. The grip's there, the speed's there, but I'm struggling to believe that it is. Oh, it's not there though. Nah, I think it's going to be a P2. We need a major mistake from him. 4-second gap now. Look at the pace he's got on those hard tyres though. Just can't match him. No, 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 no. Bugger. Oh, man. I've got no idea how I just dropped off the pace so much once we were onto the hard tyres there. Just clearly don't know the limits. I need to find the limits. I certainly found them back there. Trying to push that a little bit too hard. Can we get ourselves onto the podium though? This guy's going to be serving a penalty. Looks pretty likely if we can stay behind him. Away. I've just realised that's Viking. It says Luna Viking 2. Is that his second account? Oh, annoyingly, we're not even going to have that. And had we been able to stay on the back of him, P3 runs awfully wide. We might have had P2 back after all that. Oh no, he's going to hit me. Oh, I'm in reverse. No, 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 no. Oh no. No. No, 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 no. 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 If I didn't bin him off before, I definitely did there, and he is absolutely gonna hate me for that. He is absolutely gonna hate me. I did stop and let him pass though. And then it was in reverse. And lost 2 positions. How did it all go so wrong? How did it all go so wrong? Jonathan, good evening. You always manage to join at the right time, Jonathan, don't you? You always manage to join just as I'm about to put the car upside down. Or just as I have done. Where is he? Where is sorry on here? Where is I am so sorry? Sorry, 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 sorry. Oh, man. He says no worries. I still feel bad, though. Oh, I still feel bad. Never mind. Oh, what happened in your race? Messed up. 7 laps out of the mediums with a 142 pace. And messed up. Oh, entering the pit lane. No. Oh, mate, that's a killer. That was an absolute killer. Oops. Start that again. Does anyone have any other suggestions for us to try then? We've done the Audi R8. I did quite like the R8, to be honest with you. Now, I was curious to try that Genesis, but also this Genesis. Are they the same? I don't actually know what the score is there. Is this a sub-brand of Hyundai? I do not know. I think we tried the F-Type. Should we try the NSX? Some people mentioning in Rory's stream, as I say, the Corvette. Maybe have a look at the NSX. Any other suggestions that people have, do get them in. And we will absolutely have a look at them. We're going to have 4 more entries. 4 more races. 14-second gap from P2 and you started last. Wow. Nice. I suppose that's quite good. 14-second gap from P2 and you started last. That's a good thing, yeah? You mean you were third? F-Type is a nice ride. Yeah, I think I was in the F-Type. I think I tried the F-Type. I might be wrong. I think I tried the F-Type on the last stream. But if not, we will have another look at it for sure. This feels a little bit more settled than the Audi, I've got to say that. This feels like it's a little bit easier to keep on track. And keep facing the right way. slight outbreak there. Right, so definitely some room for improvement on this. Does that say finish P3 or P8? Catch that in a sec, or... What's your qualifying time round here, Ark? Are you happy with the qualifying time? I feel like my 40.7 I should be able to improve on, or should be improving on, really. But I'm not so far. We're 6/10 up, so this is already... Oh, this is looking like an improvement on my previous best. On my current qualifying record, that 40.7. It was looking that way. Haha! It was looking that way until I just lost it all in the gravel. Literally just put 4/10 of that lap time into the gravel there. Still going to be an improvement though, and we know that we can do a lot better. We know we can beat that record now. I've got one lap to do it. Let's try and beat that 40.7. Let's make sure we get improved, and then I will catch those comments. Ark, apologies. I know I've just asked you a question and then very rude and can't read it. Can't read the answer, but I will check in just a second. Keep planted, keep committed, come on. Ah, no. Look at all that time we've just lost. Oh, I'm going to start this lap again, I think. Start this lap again quickly. Come on, I know I can improve it. This NSX is good, I like it. I can be quick in this. I could be quick in this. Come on. One lap. Let's make it count. No. Again, that's a huge amount of time lost. I don't even know what I was trying to do there, to be honest with you. I don't even think this will be an improvement. That should have been so much. That should have been a much better lap. That should have been so much better. Starting the hard tyres back here. The NSX is a good car on its tyres, if I remember, yeah? Oh, come on. Oh, ended up P9. Mustang. Yeah, I think James suggested that one. I was like, oh, not too sure, but we'll certainly have a look. Absolutely. Last lap going into the pit, started last, managed, by the time we enter the pit stop, almost a 14-second gap to P2, then crashed into the wall. Oh, mate. Starting from the back, nice. Fair play. Right, let's hope we do better in this one. We're going to start on the hard tyres. And hopefully have a little bit more luck. Here we go. Well, the guy behind me is certainly closer to me than I am to P12. Look at that. You've got a 2/10 gap and a 1 second gap. Why is that not evenly spread out? I demand answers. Oh, he's got a lovely move done there, actually. As the Frenchman. Fair play to you, lad. Fellow Brit here serves his penalty, slots in front of us. Desperately wanting to go to the inside there. He's opening up that little gap. What's going to happen here again? Surely we have the pace on the two Porsches. Have to brake very early there. They're going to go side by side. Do they compromise each other? Yes. Are they going to compromise us? Probably. Not quite good enough there. We're going to make up this position though. Hopefully. Penalty to be served. Yeah, we get past him. Tyre wear, I think, feels okay in the NSX. Doesn't seem to be too bad. Oh, you donkey. You absolute fool. Go in. Oh no, I've messed up on the pit entry. No, no, no. I've done exactly what you've done, Ark. Oh man. I decided too late to go into the pits there. Too much speed. Oh man. Cutting across the pit lane as well. When did I do that? Oh, actually, yeah, I did. On the way in, because I brayed the wall the way that I did. Oh, honestly. I'm going to stick with the NSX for the next attempt. I feel like I could do well in this car. been one of them. One of them races. I'm going to stick with the... I'm going to stick with the NSX, though. Annoying. Very annoying. Have some chocolate, make me feel better. What am I doing? Right, bets on for our fastest quali time. We're definitely going to improve on that 40.7, but what we're going to improve to, if you got it correct, all 3 decimal places, we all know the score by now. Free t-shirt from the merch store, links in the description. I'm going to aim for at least a 40.4 or 40.5. You do get a slight lift off oversteer with it with the NSX, but it's nowhere near as bad as any of the other cars, the Lambo and the R8. 40.666, 40 point, what's that say? 40.632. If I can aim for that, I will do. Clearly there, though, we see we kept it in 5th, and we made quite an improvement on our time. And we start to gain quite a bit on our time, so we'll definitely worth avoiding the short shifts. Right. Do we think we can take 4/10 off that lap? Oh! We maxed out 5th. I tried to keep going there, but we maxed out in 5th. We're actually a 10th up, though. Braking earlier was obviously a little bit more beneficial, wasn't it? There's 2 tenths gain. We'd already gained a 10th, which we lost. There's 5. What? We're up by 5 tenths. Thought something was wrong there. Feels like it is. Feels like it's about to reset and go. Oh, actually, no, it's just 2 tenths. Seven, 2, 4. Like I say, there was definitely another 10th in there. Come on, there's definitely got to be a couple of tenths to be had from the previous couple of laps that I've done. I definitely left some time on the table in places, not being as quick as I would have liked. I've known it at the time as well. Right, another improvement. Very close to your 632 there. Arc, as you say, entry window is open. Let's quickly get entered. We've improved by a 10th. I can definitely do better than that, though. Optimal is a 146.28. Viking, how we doing? Seen you in a lobby earlier, I'm sure. Luna Viking 2, would that have been you as well on a second account? BRZ still up the top though. Huracan in there as well. NSX there as well. Oh, look at that. You said treble six. Bob, sorry, said treble six. 667. Bob, you are the closest person ever yet to... That's the closest anyone's ever came to getting it correct. Why am I so far off the pace now? This lap's gone to crap, hasn't it? There's James. Remember, hit the like button. Absolutely. Thanking you, mate. If you haven't done, please do so. It goes a long way to supporting a teeny weeny tiny little channel like this. Cheers, James. Best give Bob a t-shirt, exactly. If by the end of the year no one's got it, we'll go with whoever's been the closest. Ah, man. That could have maybe been an improvement there, but there was a lot of time lost. We'll see here, we watch the delta, we'll see how much time I lost on that final corner. There you go, so much so that this is actually going to be a 1/10 improvement on that time, which, as we know, wasn't particularly quick, but now it sets us up for hopefully a decent lap here. 3/10 up here. This could become an improvement. That felt like I was in that corner forever there. Just threw it all away there. I've just literally threw 4/10 away there. Let's do the Rallycross track. Oh, it's gone. Can't believe that. See it and crash on your own. I love it, Viking. Right, where are we starting on this one? We're up and down, we're up and down. A few people joining, a few people leaving. We're P6 for this one. Right, so we've got to aim for a podium. 100% got to aim for a podium. I'm going to go alternative strategy here. I'm going to go alternative strategy. I'm going to start on the hard tyres. Only because, I'll tell you for why. Only because that area of the midfield, hopefully, you're able to stay on the back of them because they're all going to be so close together. So hopefully we can stay on them and not lose a load of time that we should otherwise have on the medium tyres. If we can do all of that time on the hards for 4 laps, pit a little bit earlier, you never know, this could work. But we'll see. Bets on them, where are we going to end up? Get your guesses in. Let's find out. Whew. Right, away we go. Look at that, they're already going side by side. So if we can't, oh god, that was a good move from the from Steve-O there. You actually see just how compromised I am on the hard tyres. Look at the state of that. Oh, that's going to be 2 places made up there. Kind of just counteracts the 2 that we did just lose on the way into turn 1 and out of turn 1. But there we go. So far, strategy working a treat. Brake a little bit earlier here. Oh, he's gone. Unsettled himself into the corner. Wonderful. maybe stayed in fourth there. I think staying in fourth, if you can do out that final corner, is the way to go. And we're going to make up an awful lot of time on the straight. Which is considered a bonus. Right, yellow flag, someone's gone. That's P4. Right, we're now P4 and we're now chasing down the podium. The question now, however, is just how early we pit and whether or not we will end up in a little bit of traffic. I think it's worth the risk to try the strategy that we're trying here. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm going to be devastated if I find out that the race leader is on hard tyres as well, mind. Because so far he's not managed to break away much. Like we've still got him within 8 seconds or so here. Ooh. Right, I'm maybe going to go one more, just to maybe kind of like feel like I'm being on the safe side a little bit. just because those tyres on the left are feeling, or are looking, they're not feeling too bad, but they are looking a little bit worn. Whew. That's where I'm losing most of my time. It's always in those S's there. I just struggle to take them as quick as you should do. I've been bitten too many times. Let's not make the same mistake. Right, onto the mediums. Surely now we have the biggest advantage. Box, box, boxes, Bob, absolutely. And in we go. Be good to see a pit window indicator. I'll tell you what, that would be interesting, that. That would actually be quite interesting. Or some kind of radio message that popped up to say average pace on you know, like now approaching crossover. Something like that would be really cool, actually. Yeah, absolutely. That would be awesome. Oh, yeah, get in. I have to say, the good thing about it, I don't want to speak too soon, this NSX, is that when you put the power down, second gear and whatnot out of the corners, you kind of have the confidence that you're not going to spin it. It does seem very well planted and controls the power very, very well. I'm guaranteed to see it now that I've said that, bin it on the way out of a corner by putting the power down too early or too much. Right, now it's a chase down to the leader, I think. Someone's gone. Question being, can we do it? Can we, I mean, chasing down the leader, we're gaining time to him quite rapidly, actually. Maybe he's stuck in traffic or whatever. Or fighting. Looks like he does have P2 quite close to him there. But can we close him down by doing this strategy? We've taken out quite a bit to him already. Granted, he was coming out the pits. So we inevitably gained a lot through him going through turn 1 so slowly, etc. But we've gained half a second here. As it stands. We've taken 2 seconds out of that lap there. We've taken 2 seconds out of his lap there. They are all on hards, absolutely. It's the advantage we've got now. We, of course, have got super fresh mediums. Oh, can we do it? Do we think? Do we think? Can we at least close the gap? I mean, I definitely want to get onto the podium, no doubt about that. It's as far wide as you can run without running wide. Not that much lap time taken out of them this lap. We're going to have 2 more to go. Oh, the concentration is real now. That is yes, go on. That is mega. That is mega. And into the slipstream of P3. We're going to be about 6 seconds away by the time we get to turn 1 here from the race leader. Getting past him is now going to be the hardest part. He's going to be defending that podium as much as he can. And of course braking mega early while he does so on the hard tyres. But we're going to have him on exit here. Surely we're going to have him on exit. He's going to go at the inside. Losing grip, losing grip. Right, it's for P3 now. We can't look at the race win anymore. This is all just now for P3. The podium. Oh, this might just this here perfectly illustrates how hard it is and how much time you lose in traffic. We've just not been able to get past him. And sadly, that was my main overtaking opportunity, really. Try to hold out patience for the main braking zone. Unless we can force a mistake out of him here. We almost forced one of ourselves. Not going to happen, is it? He does very well to hold on to that there. Very, very well. Fair play. Can't argue with him. Can't argue with any of that. We just couldn't get past. We just could not get past. But I tell you what, that NSX is pretty decent. I am a fan. I really do like it. Really, really good car, that. Really like it. Right, I'm going to do a very quick toilet trip while we wait for this to load up. And then we'll jump straight back in. Get your suggestions in. What is the next car to try? What have we got? 2 more attempts? Yeah, 2 more attempts. What are the next 2 cars that we need to have a look at? Different cars. I know the Mustang's already been mentioned. And I can't remember, there was one more, but yeah. Comments. What do we reckon? We got fastest lap there, didn't even realise that. Definitely have good pace in the NSX, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Quicker than I thought I would be in that, to be honest, so quite happy with that. Right then. What's next? Did wonder whether that sit run would be any good, but I'm not a fan of the GT cars, VGT cars. Right, the ones that I wanted to try, if we got no suggestions, was the Genesis and the FT1. I know that's a VGT car, to be fair, but McLaren and Corvette is a lot of fun. Stay away from the Supra GT 500. Yeah. Where is that one on here? There it is there. Sorry, yeah, the Supra GT 500. And we got the GTR there as well. Right, 650. What do we think then? Quick vote if anyone cares. 650 Genesis Mustang FT1. What do we reckon? The 650 I did want to have a look at, but I didn't know if that was going to be too easy to unsettle. When you say that it's a lot of fun, Viking, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like the BMs are a lot of fun, but they are. Bob says the 650. Let's give it a go. Like the BMs are a lot of fun, but you know that's because you go around the track sideways most of the time. Oh, got a P2, nice. RCZ, yeah, interesting shout actually. The RCZ could be worth a look. I hate it because it's Peugeot, but you know. The 650 is more planted than I remember. I don't remember it being that planted. .650's mega. Yeah, RCZ, yeah, not so keen on it on here. I feel like I might be the other way around. I was never keen on it on GT Sport, although it was mega. It was really, really good. I feel like I might need to give it a go. I was just never a fan of it, but that's because I watched too much Top Gear, really. So anything with a Peugeot badge on was crap in my eyes. But it was a mega car. I used to, if ever I was struggling with a race, I would jump in the RCZ and I would tend to do a lot better than I had been doing. It was one of those sort of cars you knew you were going to be pretty good in it, or at least I was anyways. It's always good to have that car that you can kind of depend upon. Right, we're giving the 650 a go here, but I was 8/10 off there on my previous lap to this record, and I wasn't seeming like I was going to improve all that much with it. Hopefully that can change here. MR cars are actually drivable after the 120 update. I did think that they've definitely done some work to make them a little bit easier in GT7 generally, because there's a lot of cars where I wouldn't dare touch after GT Sport, and then I have tried them and then been like, oh right, it's actually not as bad as what it ever used to be. That was going to be so close to my record. It wasn't going to be a new best, but it was going to be so close. Right, this 650's alright then. This 650's alright. Let's start on the hard tyres at the back. Less than 30 hours on GT7. You need to catch up, Ark. You need to get caught up, my friend. Right, come on then. From the back, what can we do? We're kind of dropping between the top lobbies and then the not so top lobbies. Kind of like in between the two, so we start right the way at the back and then we start up at the top again and then down the back and up the top again. So we'll start on the hard tyres here. Earlier pit stop. Has the McLaren, by the way, does anyone know this? This kind of decides our strategy here. Does anybody know if the McLaren is better on its tyres now? Because it used to just butcher tyres to the point where I don't even think we would get 5 laps out of the mediums. So do we know if it's any better on GT7? I've never driven it before, so I don't quite know what to expect or not expect. One thing's for sure though, clearly it lacks in pace against the Porsche in terms of acceleration. This is a big old group of cars, this. Everybody looks like they're trying to make up some positions early doors in this race. A few people running wide. I almost lose it there, trying to put too much power down. Has the race leader made a pretty major mistake there? Oh, here we go. Oh my god, look at this. Look at all those positions. Kind of did see that Spaniard there, but only after I'd already started turning into the corner. Right, let's use his slipstream. Flirting with A+, Michael. Is that me or you? Or are we both? Yeah, I think that's the... Or maybe that's what you mean when I was saying about up and down between the two lobbies. Certainly feels like I'm getting a little bit closer. But that's the problem. Then it's qualifying pace that I'm then slow on, because when we get to the higher lobbies, I'm then right the way at the back of the grid. and then it's a real challenge, especially a track like this, to then make progress. So then I kind of end up, that's why I keep dropping then back down. I think the last one I dropped a little bit more because of rage quitting on the last one. Yeah, the lobby thing, I'm with you. Yeah, I think so. It's I've certainly been a little bit closer the other week when I did the stream, where it probably was possible to get to A+. I've dropped away from it a little bit this stream, I think, and this week in general. But then we had that race win in the Lambo. That certainly helped. But I would just love to know where on GT7, if it is a thing, that you can just see what DR you're actually on. I would love to know the exact number, or have an option to see the exact number, instead of trying to gauge it from that little progress bar where you can barely work out what's what. Right, tyre wear doesn't seem to be too bad in the McLaren. That must have also improved, because it used to just murder tyres on GT Sport. On GT Sport, I would have had to do a 10-stop strategy for 10 laps in the McLaren once upon a time. So it's a little bit better. And maybe go one more lap and try and get 6 out of the mediums if we can. Someone going into the... oh, he's in the 650. And he's already pitted onto the hard tyres, so he thinks he can get from now till the end of the race on the mediums. Yeah, Kudos Primo was the go-to, wasn't it? But I could never work out where they got it from. If we couldn't work out where to get it from, where do they get the numbers from? Unless there's an open API somewhere that we don't know about, which I presume there must be for that, but anyway. Enough of that talk. Let's talk about F1, eh? Gain those few extra tenths that we need. Right, we're P10 now, but that's all been made up on track except one position, if I've followed correctly. I think only one person's gone into the pits. I think if we can maybe try and aim for a top 8, that would be good. Like top 8 finish, we'd have to be happy with, wouldn't we? Right, I'm going to go into the pits now, though. That is a good pit entry, that is a good pit entry as far as pit entry goes. Right, what can we do? Where do we end up? Let's see. That is the best brownie in the world, that, honestly, as well, by the way. Come on, lads. Good pit stop. Good stop, lads. Come on. Nicely done. You can have some brownie later. Oh, we got the Lambo behind us, though. See, he's just had happen to him what I had happen earlier on when I came out that close behind P1. You just don't know where your braking point is. And then they brake, and you have to brake even earlier to just try and avoid them, and you lose so much time, which is exactly what he's had to do. Right, problem we do have now, however, is that these three guys, as much as they're fighting, and that's going to help us, they are all on the medium tyres as well. So in terms of pace, we are going to kind of be matched. Which is why I'm going to want them to keep fighting the way that they are. If they wouldn't mind. Oh, like that'll do. That'll do. Bit more of that, lads. 1 second penalty for him as well there, I think. Or was that a half second? Can't see what it says. But if he's just been responsible for ramming that guy off, it'll be... Maybe it's even a 2 second penalty. That's a good exit there as well. Got to be happy with that. And in the slipstream. Oh, magic. Well, we can see P8 here. Because he's about to serve a penalty. As he heads into turn 1. Just a bit too greedy. Trying to get down on that power I was there just a little bit too early. What's he got? Does that say 5 second penalty? I think I might be. I hope I'm seeing things there for his sake. But if it does say a 5 second penalty, I'm laughing. Right, race leader goes into the pits as well on the medium tyres. Makes his switch over to the hard compound. Oh, it is 5 second penalty. Brutal. Right, we're right on P8 now. This is what we were aiming for. Let's try and make it happen. Let's try and make it happen. We got a slightly better exit. We're going to be in the slipstream as well. Still just going to push you along though, mate. Although, to be honest, thinking about it, I should have actually just gone straight past him there. I would have had the slingshot to comfortably get past. I was just more worried about getting past him and then him going for a move and then losing too much time. Because P7's only one corner ahead. And on a track like this, that is within range. Jedi Jimbo comes into the pits there as well. Once again on the back of the Porsche. If we have the slipstream this time, I'm not gonna. If we have the better run and everything, I'm not hanging about. And I will not push him along. Just came off the power to try and avoid running wide, but I came off the power a little bit too much, probably more than I needed to, realistically. Mediums can go stupid long. Depends who's driving. If it's me driving, they don't go very far. It's a much better exit. It's not going to be enough to close this gap though. Am I right in saying that guy who's out in front has not yet been into the pits? Because if so, he's within a pit stop. But I can't recall if I've seen him go in yet. Again, that's a much better exit than him, I think. He knows it as well. We're in the slipstream. It's not going to be enough to close. He doesn't need to move about too much, to be honest. Oh, penalty for this guy. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. I think that's distracted P7 a little bit now, this Spaniard here. We could end up with P7. We wanted P8, which is what we've got. Could we be a bit greedy and try and get one more here? I think we could do. We could also be a bit greedy. A bit too greedy and lose it, like I almost just did there. We're closing them here. Might just be enough in terms of pressure. Maybe as if we were another 10th or so closer. But I think he knows he's got that in the bag. Actually, that was the exit that we needed all along. Hey, I tell you what, P6 is not too bad. That guy did go into the pits because he doesn't serve a penalty. So, P8, not too shabby. Quite like that 650 actually. It feels pretty solid. You know, quite comfortable with that. Quite comfortable with that. And we finish ahead of a couple of A pluses there. A few A pluses, in fact. So, you know, not too shabby. Now, we can either stick with the 650, or we could not stick with the 650. We could stick with the 650, or we could try something else. What should we try? Do we stick with that, or do we not? What do we reckon? The RS01 was another one that I considered having a look at, but I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure about the Ferrari, Michael. Mustang, I would still rather not, but I think I would rather the Mustang than the Ferrari. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? I'm trying to. I don't know if I'd be any good in the Mustang as well, though. That's the. Let's have a look. Guy ran you off twice. Oh, burnt to mediums. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Especially with such high tyre wear. If you have the slightest of spins or you run wide, someone pushes you off. Absolutely. It's a bit of a killer. And the tyres are just done. It feels a little bit understeery, the Mustang. In comparison to that NSX honestly felt tremendous. It was really good. Oh, no. Nah. Oh, my God. I'll have to be very, very cautious in that. Let's go with something that I'll be able to jump in. Super silhouette. I'm trying to have a think. The FT1, I did say I'd quite like to try. Let's have a very quick 2-minute drive of the FT1. Any other suggestions, quickly get them in. I will do the first minute of the lap and then make a decision. This also feels a little bit understeery, to be honest. Maybe it's because I'm going a little bit quicker than I should have been. This feels alright. Feels like it was wanting to go around there, but it sort of saved itself from doing so. It sort of feels alright. It doesn't come close to the NSX though. That was mega. NSX was mega. VGT cars for shits and giggles. Which one? Peugeot? Suzuki? This is our last attempt, so equally I want to make it count. But it is going to end up being in a car that I've not driven before, so... I tell you what, to only be 4/10, off our best... To only be 4/10 off our best on the first lap is not too bad. I might stick with this. Yeah, I know, that's it, Art, isn't it? It's such a... I know. I always think like that, like how different the race would have been if I just didn't spin or if I just stayed in that slipstream or... like, the subtle differences that just make such a difference on a race, isn't it? Right, let's... I think I would try the Suzuki. Try the Suzuki quickly. Or do we just go for it? Jesus, size of this. How the hell do you see anything in this? You're certainly not going to see other cars, are you? My word. Right, we'll stick with this car for a laugh then. It feels alright. Let's stick with the whatever we're in. What are we in? Suzuki. Feels like I'm literally in like a Batmobile or something. Dan, how we doing? Oh. Evening, evening. And we binned it. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. I want to know when we get to use this layout. I think that'd be more fun. Surely. Seven gears in this thing as well. Wow. Doesn't feel like it is ratioed for 7 gears. A mini RX Vision. Right. Let's let this lot know what we're up to, as we always do. Right, plenty of A+ rated players in this one yet again. So let's see if we can try and get up to P8 again. It's going to be difficult in this car, especially starting on the hard tyres. How does that look from the outside? Very good question. I do not know. But we'll have a quick look. Had some serious pace. Too bad you couldn't deliver. I know, Ark. You get enough races in, though. I'm sure you will have a good one at some point. That's what it looks like from the outside. Open top. Surely that's not good for drag. Surely not. Right. Let's give it a go. See what we think of this then. I'm undecided as of yet. We'll see if we decide in 10 laps time. Here we go. Please change up. Oh, I was hoping that was going to change up to second there. But luckily we still had a bit more movement. We still had a bit of top end to go for first gear. Yeah, 7 gears in this thing, but it doesn't feel like it should have 7 gears, if that makes sense. Already outbraked into turn 1. Wonderful. That is not how we wanted the start of that race to go. Womble gets in front of us as well. Oh, that's contact. Right, we've literally ended up at the back of the grid then. Can we have a last to first challenge in an A+ rated lobby? I very much doubt it. Right, we need to be careful of second gear then. Clearly. I mean, we binned it in 5th out of here actually, so just unsettling the car a little bit too much. Oh, there's no way this Spaniard here is going to try and do all 9 remaining laps on a set of mediums. Surely not. Surely not. God, even in 4th gear there, I'm like 2 gears up. And it's still... Jesus. Wow, what a tricky thing to drive this is on a set of hard tyres. Didn't feel too bad on the mediums. This is horrible. Who made me do this? Who suggested this? If I thought the tyre wear was going to be okay on it, I would have jumped onto the mediums. It felt okay on the mediums on that first drive earlier, but clearly there is something seriously wrong with this car when it comes to trying to drive on hard tyres. It just can't do nout. And you can't see if you've ran wide. Look at the wheel spin. Look at that, we're just losing so much time to the leader constantly. We weren't doing that in the NSX. Or the 650. Look at that, I can feel it trying to spin round there. On the exit of 3. Just doesn't give you much trust in the car when you are able to put the power down, but you just don't know if you actually can. I suppose a bit more practice in the car, you would kind of start to learn the limits of it, but that's it. Right, we're done. We're done. We're not going to be able to do this. We're calling it a night. Oh, stick with the cars that are good in the lobbies. I think that's what we can learn from this stream. Stick with the cars that's good in the lobbies. Don't try and be clever. Lesson learned. We're never going to catch up. Nightmare. We're going to call it a day there. Hope everyone's enjoyed it though, because this has still been very, very good fun. We chased down the podium earlier. We managed to make good progress through an A+ lobby. And unfortunately, the Suzuki VGT car is just crap. I'm not a fan of it. I am not a fan of it. It's a shame. I would have thought that the VGT cars would have been a little bit more competitive. I would have thought they would have been a little bit more competitive and on the pace, but never mind. That is that is not my idea of fun, that car, but there we are. Right, hope everyone's enjoyed it. We're going to be back. When are we going to be back? We're going to be back on Saturday for manufacturers. which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be Group 4 at Laguna Seca, so I'm looking forward to that for sure. And then be back again for Monday night live stream as usual after that. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that very, 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 very much. So we're going to call it a day there. There was no way that we were going to be competitive in that lobby. I'm not a fan of quitting out and giving up, but, you know, let's just save everybody's time and save the next 20 minutes of everybody's life that you will not get back. So we'll call it a day there. We're going to be live from, I think qualifying, F1 qualifying was 2 p.m. So I was going to start the stream for the 3 p.m. entry, but I did think, just in case there's any red flags on F1 qualifying or anything like that, I thought I'll start the stream for 4 o'clock. So the stream is, or 4 o'clock being the first entry. So the stream is scheduled for 3:30. We'll jump in, get a little bit of practice, and away we go. So I hope to see everybody there for that. So 3:30 till 7. 3:30 till 7. Is that right? I think. Get 3 entries. 3:30 till just before 8 o'clock, if I remember. Actually, I think that was the one. Can't recall. Anyways, hope everyone's enjoyed it. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. And I shall catch you all on Saturday. Toodles!